Welcome, I'm Linda Rossetti. I'm thrilled you're here for 2 minutes on transition. These are a series of 2-minute videos I'm shooting every day for a week in honor of Transgender Awareness Week. I study transitions and have for the last decade, and I find that our society grossly misunderstands transition. So my work in these videos are just try to address some misconceptions that we have around transitions. We've talked about the fact that changes and transition actually differ, even though our society uses those two words interchangeably. And we've also talked about transition as this notion of changing the reference points we use to set our definition and expectation for who we are. And that can happen at any time in our lives. It can happen when we're 22 or 42 or 72 or never. In fact, if you look at the research, the great majority of adults never change the reference points they use to set their expectation and definition for who they are. And in fact, that's what transition is. When we decide to transition, we re-examine our assumptions about our identity, our capacity, and our values. And with that re-examination, we begin to pivot, right? We step away from the external social environment that very often is the first place that we use to set our reference points for the expectations and definitions that we hold for ourselves. And when we begin to move, we move away from those social influences and we become more anchored on what holds value and meaning to us. We create our own belief system, and with that, we become our own seat of judgment. So that in fact, what transition becomes is this growth process where we expand those reference points that we're willing to consider as we define our expectation and definition for who we are. And it's an enlivening, exciting, optimistic process. We'll say more about that process and what it needs to have in it tomorrow. Have a great day.